missed you back there.
Huh?
It's like you're inconspicuous back there in that corner.
Good
You're in
morning.
my seat, actually.
Huh?
You're in my seat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, your seat.
Hi. How are you?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Is everybody?
Good morning, Concordia. Come on in, come on down. Come into the sanctuary. The sanctuary. My love's there is. Beautiful. So welcome to this first Sunday of August. Thanks to those of you joining online. We see you, we appreciate you. And welcome to those in the house. And we will begin by bringing some spirit.
Spirit is in this place.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Concordia family, happy Sunday, happy August. Welcome. Welcome here in person and online, however you might be joining us today. Welcome to Concordia. Yeah, we're Concordia. Nope, let me say, did I already say? I'm Carla Joyce. I always forget this part. I'm Carla Joyce. I'm one of the practitioners here today, and your host here today, one of the practitioners at Concordia. And so, Concordia is where many hearts and hands come together as one. Here at Concordia, our mission, it is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And our vision is a world that works for everyone. And so welcome each and all, and if you are a first-time guest, please be sure to see the greeters for a gift that we have for you. It's a Science of Mind magazine that really delves into our Science of Mind philosophy and how we live our lives. And also in front of you, you will find a connection card, hot pink. And you can put your information on the front. That'll keep you in touch with us, where we can share the events and the classes and all that goes on around here. We have a lot always happening. And on the back side of this is where you can put a prayer request, most importantly. And so there's many of us in a purple stole, and we hold your prayer in our hearts throughout the week, and know your highest and best for you. And so feel free to fill that out, and you can put it into the basket when that comes around at the end. And I think that's all the housework, as they say. So knowing that this service here today is so blessed, it is already blessed. I know that each one here, each one online, all is an expression of the one source that all there is, the one spirit. All is the activity of spirit, from the AV upstairs to our musicians here on the stage, our singers, our special guest and the message, and then down after into fellowship. I know that all will unfold divinely. Each one is inspired and guided with an open mind, open heart. I'm so grateful to know this truth. And I say, blessed be, and together we can say, and so it is.
Song, we're going to bring in the lovely voice of Karen Drucker. There is only love. So take these words as your own. Feel free to sing along if you wish.
morning, Concordia. I have the privilege of doing the practitioner duty as an intern. I'm excited, a little nervous. I welcome all those who are here present in the sanctuary as well as those who are joining us online. I'd like to start with a centering meditation. And I invite you all to close your eyes or soft gaze downward. And let's take a deep, sacred breath together. And allow Spirit to breathe in us, to center us, to bring us fully into the heart of this moment. Whether you are here in the sanctuary or joining us through the grace of technology, know that we are connected in a field of love, divinely held and unified. With each breath, feel yourself arriving, not just in this space, but in the presence of the infinite. Let concerns of the weak float away. Let the noise of the world grow quiet. You are safe here. You are seen. You are part of something sacred and alive. And as we gather in consciousness, we remember that this is not just another Sunday. This is a holy moment. A living invitation to awaken more fully to the truth of who we are and the love that binds us all together. And so I invite us now for a few moments of stillness and silence. Right here, right now, I turn my full awareness in the infinite presence of the One, the sacred source and substance of all life. The presence is boundless, eternal, and everywhere, expressing as love, as peace, as power, and as divine intelligence. It is the breath in our lungs, the rhythm in our hearts, the brilliance of the sunshine, the silence of the still night. This presence is the full cause, the only cause, the one life from which all things emerge and to which all things return. It is in this light that never flickers, the love that never wavers, the truth that never changes. It goes by many names: God, Spirit, Yahweh, Jesus, Buddha. It is right here, right now, surrounding us, enveloping us, enfolding us, and filling us up. And as I know this truth from this place of deep awareness, I know that I am not and never ever could be separate from this source. The very essence of who I am is the expression of this divine intelligence. Just as the wave is one with the ocean, I am one with God. And and the truth extends it to every soul. Every soul that's here today, online, and everyone is a unique and radiant emanation of this infinite source. We are diverse in and from spirit and experience, but yet we are one with this source. We are bound together to something greater than our shared beliefs. We are bound by spiritual reality, by the oneness of all life. We are one in God, one in spirit, one in the great unfolding of love itself. And from this sacred knowing, I speak a word of blessing, power, and intention in this day and in this Sunday service. I declare that it is filled with light, filled with grace, filled with divine right action. And I claim that everything needed to be here is present. That every person who is meant to be here has arrived right on time. And that each heart is touched in a perfect way. I know that joy bubbles up from within and reminds us that the light is holy. And equanimity, that silence, that sacred silence at the center of this storm that we may be living in, it anchors us in calm and assurance. Assurance that all is well. And I know that Spirit moves through Reverend George today with clarity, conviction, and grace. His words are divinely inspired. His heart attuned with the infinite. I bless his presence and his message. May it meet each of us exactly where we are. And may it lift us higher, understanding of who we are and what we truly are. This is not just another Sunday. It is a sacred unfolding, an opportunity for transformation and healing and renewal. I declare that this miracle is here to welcome us today. That insight is welcome here. That divine love is flowing freely and without limits. And so I give thanks, a deep, resounding gratitude. I give thanks for this beloved Concordia community that anchors me, centers me back into my heart and my soul. I give thanks for the music that lifts us, the message that grounds us, and for the sweet moments of connection that remind us that we belong. We belong to the sacred community. I give thanks for Spirit, ever present and always unfolding in ways both seen and unseen. And now, with a full trusting heart, I release this word into law, knowing that it always says yes. It meets us where we need to be. I know that it is already done in the mind of God, and so I surrender to it. I let it go, and I let God. And I invite us all to affirm this with, and so it is.
already blessed with you as a part of us, but to be becoming a practitioner, we are truly gifted. So, and ironically, I believe our guest today, Reverend G, was on my oral panel that I had to go before to become practitioner. I'm pretty sure. So we've come full circle. So yes, Reverend G, after serving for decades in the insurance and banking industries, providing financial solutions for thousands of satisfied customers, Reverend G is now an ordained minister of Centers for Spiritual Living. Together with his beloved husband, he co-founded both the Center for Spiritual Living Boston Teaching Chapter and Center for Spiritual Living Greater Boston. He is currently serving on the board as CFO of the newly affiliated Heart to Hand Teaching Center of Centers for Spiritual Living. His most profound joy is shown when he is speaking about the powerful science of mind philosophy and how it works in everyday life when we embody these principles and practices into our daily living. And so please let's give a nice warm welcome. They can hear us now, our guests on Zoom, so let's clap and cheer loud.
Good morning, good morning. I assume that everyone can hear me right now. Is that correct? Yes. Yay! Good morning, beloveds. It is such a pleasure and a joy to speak in my old home community here where I became a practitioner, the first that was ever birthed in Concordia and Rev Ed the second. So just seeing all these practitioners in that community just makes my heart sing for the power of that consciousness that practitioners bring to the community. What a blessing. And thank you, Jorge, for that beautiful meditation. Bien bonito. Muchísimo gracias. And so, today we gather to explore what I call the launch of love. This is a journey into understanding why love isn't just something we do, but the very essence of what we are. In the science of mind, we hold a fundamental truth. Anybody know what that fundamental truth is? I love it. Yes, that fundamental truth is that the thing itself, or God, is all that there is. And this creative intelligence is love. This isn't merely a philosophical concept. It's the bedrock reality of existence. If this is true, then every person sitting here, every breath we take, every moment we experience is nothing less than divine mind expressing as love. Think about that. It's powerful. Ernest Holmes taught us the following in his quote: "The universe is not only conscious, it is also personal to everyone. It responds to us according to our belief about it." So when we truly believe that the divine is all there is, our entire relationship with existence transforms. But here's where we often stumble. If the thing itself, or God, is all there is, why do we discriminate? Why do we look at certain people, situations, or even ourselves and say, this ain't divine. This is not love. Why do we withhold love from the very expressions of the creative intelligence that surround us every day? Perhaps the greatest tragedy is how we treat ourselves. I know this is often the case for myself, but I know that you all, being such fabulous science of mind teachers and learners, you never have this issue at all, I'm sure, right? Oh, sure. Put your hand down. I saw that. We all struggle with that. So, you see, we are expressions of infinite mind, yet we criticize, we judge, withhold love from our own being. We place conditions on loving ourselves. How about I'll love myself when I'm thinner? Or I'm more successful? Or I'm more spiritual? I'll love myself and you fill in the blank. We all have the things that we fill in with that. So, but how can we place conditions on loving the absolute or God? And yet we do. How can we say to the thing itself, I'll accept you when you show up differently in my life? Anybody ever done that? It's not like the little kid, nah, 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 nah. But it's true, we do that. So, how do we accept this in our lives? The truth is, we cannot love others more than we love ourselves. Because the love we give and the love we are is the same love. When we withhold love from ourselves, we diminish our capacity to recognize and express the love that the divine is in every moment. Now, Buddhism offers us a beautiful framework for practicing this unconditional love through the 4 immeasurable minds. Now, these 4 immeasurable minds are as follows. The first is loving kindness or metta. And then the next is compassion or karuna. And the next is joy or mudita. And the last is equanimity or epika. These aren't destinations we reach. They're vehicles that launch us deeper into self-love and love itself. So let's begin with loving kindness or metta. It is the practice of extending genuine care and goodwill to all beings, starting with ourselves. It's the recognition that every person we encounter is creative intelligence and form, deserving of love simply because they exist. When we practice loving kindness, we're not being naive or overlooking harmful behavior. We're seeing through the behavior to the divine essence that is and must always be present. So let's move on to compassion or karuna. This moves us from sympathy to action. When we see suffering in ourselves or others, we respond not with judgment, but with understanding that suffering comes from forgetting our true nature as love. Compassion recognizes that when someone acts lovingly, they're calling out for the very love they have forgotten who they are. That they are that very love. Then we move on to joy. Who doesn't like joy? And joy is mudita in the Buddhist tradition, is the practice of celebrating the good fortune and happiness of others without jealousy or comparison. It's recognizing that there's enough love, enough good, enough creative intelligence or God for everyone. We believe that, right? We understand that as religious scientists. So when we genuinely rejoice in another's success, we're acknowledging the infinite nature of the thing itself that expresses through us all, each and every one. The last is equanimity or epika. And it is a balanced heart that remains open and loving regardless of circumstances. It's loving without attachment to outcomes, trusting that love itself knows how to express through every situation. It doesn't mean being passive. It means acting from love rather than from our fear or our limitation or our need. Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully expresses this in the following quote: "Understanding is love's other name. If you don't understand, you can't love." Take that in for a moment. That's a powerful quote. I love that. That we must understand, then we can love. So when we practice these 4 measurable minds, we're developing the understanding that allows love to flow freely. Science of mind teaches us about the law. We all know about the law. The law is that impersonal, responsive principle that creates according to our consciousness. So if we don't like what's showing up in our life, we need to work on our consciousness in order to have more love and more good. But this law operates through love. And as Reverend Ed told us last week, that Ernest Holmes said in the Science of Mind text, love points the way and law makes the way possible. Love points the way. We're not here to manipulate the law, although we try, don't we? But to make ourselves available to the love that the law expresses. So each day we have countless opportunities in this to practice this availability. So I'd like you to just take a moment, because I'm all about process. And I love processes that kind of deepen our experience. So I just ask you right now to just take a deep breath and to move within. And if you're comfortable, you can gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. And I actually gaze up, as Emma Curtis Hopkins taught about looking up to the divine, because it creates a lifting in your consciousness. So just breathe and move into your heart center. And I ask you now to listen to the following questions and let your heart answer, not your head, your heart. Stay in that heart space. When I wake up, can I greet myself with loving kindness rather than immediately cataloging my flaws? When I encounter difficult people, can I respond with compassion, recognizing their behavior as a call for love? When I witness others' success, can I feel genuine joy rather than comparison? When life doesn't unfold as I planned, can I maintain equanimity, trusting in love's perfect expression? Now let's take a deep breath together. And as you are ready, you can open your eyes and come back into this space. And welcome back, you beautiful lights of the divine. You are the love. You have just experienced the 4 immeasurable minds for yourself. These 4 immeasurable minds aren't practices we master once and then forget. Lots of us have done that in this teaching over our lifetimes, I'm sure. But they can become our daily launch into deeper love. Each morning offers us a fresh opportunity to love more completely, to see more clearly, to respond more openly. As Ernest Holmes reminds us, love is the creative principle of the universe. Love is the creative principle of the universe. All life is an expression of love. Gotta love Ernie. He just so came from that place of deep understanding. When we choose to align with this truth through our daily spiritual practice, we don't just experience love, we become conscious participants in love's ongoing creation. Because love is continuous, and it is us who falls away, so we need to always bring ourselves back to love. When we launch ourselves into love through these practices, something magnificent happens. We stop being people who occasionally act loving and become love itself in action. I don't know about you, but that's what I want to be in the world. And I work at it every day. Like Ernest Holmes reminds us, we are a teaching and practicing order. And that's the truth. We are always practicing. It's always the work to become more of who we can be. So we stop being that limited individual and become the fullness of who we are. Our presence becomes a blessing. Our words carry healing. Our very being becomes a reminder to others of their own divine nature. Thich Nhat Hanh taught the most important thing we can do for others is to transform our own suffering. Because when we do, we become a source of peace and joy for others. What a great idea. I want to be that source of peace and joy for others. Wouldn't you love to have that in your life every day? I know I would. And I work at it every day. I have to do my spiritual practices when I get up in the morning and when I go to bed at night. And sometimes, many times during the day. But that's what it's about, practicing love. Practicing these beautiful principles that empower us. So this transformation happens through daily practice of the 4 immeasurable minds. I really love this practice. It's something new that I have learned and I really enjoy what it does for me. My beloved friends, the launch of love is not a one-time event. It's the continuous choice to align with what we truly are. Every moment offers us the opportunity to remember. Remember, I am love, uniquely expressing as me. Say that with me. I am love, expressing uniquely as me. And now I want you to turn to someone near you and say to them, you our love, expressing uniquely as you. Just feel that for a moment. How did that feel? And let it settle into your heart. This entire universe is universal mind expressing as everything we see and experience. Even the not so pretty things. But we have an opportunity to see the love in that too. To find the love in that too. The four immeasurable minds give us the spiritual technology to live this truth. They launch us beyond the small self that judges and discriminates into the vast self that loves without condition. Unconditional love. What a concept, right? As we close, let's remember Ernest Holmes' words. Love alone is the fundamental creative principle of life. Love alone is the fundamental creative principle of life. We are here to embody this principle, to be living expressions of the love that the divine is in the world. For we are the divine expressing individualized, each one of us. So today, I ask you to choose to launch into love. Choose to see yourself as the thing itself where God sees you. Perfect, whole, and complete. And even in those moments when you may not feel like you're perfect, whole, and complete, that you stop and say, but I am, because I cannot help but be that. If the divine is that, then I must be that. And we must love ourselves until we know that for ourselves. Choose to extend that same vision to everyone you meet. Choose to make yourself available to the love of the law that is always seeking to express more fully through you. This is our calling. This is our joy. This is our launch of love. Namaste. We ground us in prayer and know that God is all there is, and recognize that there is only the one infinite presence, and that it is expressing as love in and as and through each and every one. And so I know right here and right now that love is all there is, and that it is expressing fully and wholly and completely in me, as me, and through me, and in and as and through each and every one. For each and every one is the love of the divine. And so I know as I call forth the ability for each one to feel and know that love and be that love in the world, that God offers that to them right here and right now, the gift of love. And so we accept that as truth. We bless that. We feel that in the center of our beings, and we know it is true. And so in gratitude and thanksgiving, I release this word into that active law that receives this word as it makes it so, and so it is. And now it is.
Thank you so much, Reverend G. Beautiful. So now we have a very appropriate song. Love is everything, right? Yeah. Let's bring it in even more. Yes. So feel free to rise on your feet if you wish. It's all optional. Breathe. Take these words as your own. Sing along. However you'd like to anchor it in even more. It's a power that moves like a mighty sea, the peace that brings wars to cease. It's the voice that calls us into being. Can you hear it? It's the joy that makes a songbird sing, the word that every language speaks. It's the name that is above all things. All say it. Love is everything. It can't hide, be pushed aside, or be unseen. Love is everything. Everything. It's the one alone, unafraid to stand. Strangers marching hand in hand. Feels like thunder rolling across the land. It's you and me. Love is everything. It can't hide, be pushed aside, or be unseen. Love is everything. Love is everything. Love is everything. It stands beside us. It goes before us. Love is everything. It moves around us. It restores us. Love is everything. It stands beside us. It goes before us. Love is everything. It moves around us. It restores us. Love is everything. It can't hide, be pushed aside, or be unseen. Love is everything. Love is everything. Let your heart clear your mind till you believe. Love is everything. It goes before us. Love is everything. Love is everything. Around us. It restores us. Love is everything. Love is everything. Beside us. It goes before us. Love is everything. It moves around us. It restores us. Love is everything. Love is everything. So it is time for news you can use. And the first thing up is our men's breakfast. Jorge or Brian, someone? One of the men?
Great. So this coming Saturday, Brian Fisk and I will be hosting our men's breakfast, as we do every second Saturday of the month. Please join us, 9 a.m. downstairs in Fellowship Hall. Nice tasty breakfast, freshly cooked by Brian and I. So please come.
Thank you, Jorge. And next is beetleology. So So this is a gift I got from my ex-husband, an introduction to the Beatles. So this is, which I'm forever grateful for. So we're going to have a seminar about the Beatles from our Reverend Fairy Lane. She'll be here next week already. It's the 10th next week. And she'll be our guest speaker for service. But then at 12 noon, she'll be offering a Beatleology workshop. And so that is all about the music of the Beatles and how it aligns with our philosophy. So really looking forward to that. Mixing it up as we do around here. And next would be sacred activism. There she is. Good morning, everybody. My name's Tracy. I am a practitioner here, and me, along with so many others that are part of the sacred activism, do you want to be in the world, look fully at what is going on in the world, all the difficulty, all the challenge, all the craziness, and be able to act as love, be a presence of love, stand in all that craziness and be the light of love? Well, come with us. We're breaking bread together. Again, we're meeting at Judith Sutman's home next Wednesday, August 20th from 6 to 8. And let's do it together. Let's be that love in action. Thank you, Tracy. And last is our Beyond Limits class that John and I will be teaching September 3rd. That's the date I can never remember. So the Wednesday after Labor Day, we will begin in person or on Zoom. And so this is a foundational class that is offered here, Centers for Spiritual Living. And so we'll touch on many spiritual practices, meditation and visioning and journaling, and nice, good, juicy discussions about all that we are. And so join John and I Wednesday nights for 8 weeks from 6 to 8:30. Correct. Yes. Okay. And that will do it for me. Thank you.
So this is a moment where I'm inviting all to, would our readers come up, please? And so I ask you to, if you were served today, if you received a message, if your heart was touched, or if Concordia serves as a sanctuary for you for community and love, I encourage you to give. And there are multiple ways to give. If you're here present, our greeters are going to be walking down the aisles, and if you want to give a donation, we welcome that. We also invite you to, if you're so moved to give, to do it online. You can do it by calling the number 401-466-4454, and you simply just need to text the amount that you want to give by dialing up that number. Or texting your amount, and we will receive that. We also receive checks, cash, and credit cards, and of course we tear up your personal information so that you're safe from any harm there. And I ask you all to join me in our conscious giving. So divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, all that I should. And so it is. Thank you, Jeff.
Yes.
Thank you, greatest. So, I'm going to close with a brief prayer. I know that as we gather here today, the Infinite was here present in this sanctuary and through our words and our presence. It ran through us, ran through our hearts, our minds, and our spirit. We received a beautiful message from Reverend George, and his words flowed through the Infinite. And I know that this gathering provided us with sustenance as we move into our week moving forward. And I'm eternally grateful for this beautiful message that we received, this gathering, the community sharing that we've experienced here. And as we move into our week, I know that we move into it with grace, with the spirit of this love in our hearts, with the motivation to act as love, because it flows through us. And please, if you are invited to join us downstairs in fellowship downstairs, but I share this word and I release it into law, knowing that this gathering was blessed and that we were all blessed through it. And together we say, and so it is. So invite everybody to go downstairs. We have practitioners with the purple stoles. We have John. We have who else is here? Lisa. We have Carla. We have Brian. If you're looking for a 1-minute miracle, please approach any one of our practitioners. They'd be more than happy to pray for you in spirit. We also have some yummy food downstairs, coffee and tea. Please join us downstairs for more. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you. We've got one more song to send you out here. Have a nice sing-along with the amazing OJs. Oh, feel free to stand up again if you wish. Clap along, sing along. Let's bring love out into the world. Woo!